Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No, can you put the knife down, please, sir? Sir, no, sir, don't stab it. No, stop stabbing. Stop. Oh, hold on. It's LeBron. LeBron, hey, yeah, it's me again. Listen, I'm out here at this disturbance call, and there's a guy trying to stab another guy with a knife. What do you think I should do? Why does that matter? Okay, well, they're both black. One guy's trying to stab another guy with a knife. Deadly force is completely justified.
All right, that right there, Nate Sylvester, who went viral on TikTok after pretending to have a phone conversation with NBA star LeBron James. Joining us now, former Bellevue, Idaho deputy marshal and the author of the upcoming book, Never Off Duty, Nate Sylvester. Welcome to Wake Up America.
Thank you so much for having me.
So let's talk about it a little bit, Nate. You posted this now viral video. You pretended to have a phone conversation with LeBron, asking his advice while witnessing that imaginary stabbing. It's all essentially mocking the tweet LeBron has since deleted, which we're showing here, saying "You're next," #accountability. That's the photo of the Columbus police officer, or showing photos of the Columbus police officers who shot and killed Ma'Khia Bryant. Did you expect this to go viral, have over 6 million views? And really, what was the thought process behind making it?
No, I didn't expect that at all. I mean, I anticipated that it would have a pretty decent response amongst my TikTok followers, but when it went viral the way that it did, I could never have anticipated that. My thought process behind it was, I wanted to throw my hat in the ring as far as making it known that tweets like that from LeBron James are reckless and they're dangerous, and he's the one that should be held accountable for things like that. These attacks that we've seen on police recently in the wake of that, I don't think are coincidence. I think people like LeBron James have some culpability in those things when they tweet out dangerous things like he did with Officer Reardon.
And what's interesting here is LeBron James had deleted that tweet, somewhat acknowledging that he should take it down and shouldn't have said it. Got a lot of backlash for the tweet as well, as you pointed out. Reckless. He should recognize his platform and how many people he's actually talking to. You, though, got fired on Thursday, from my understanding. First place on administrative leave and then terminated on Thursday. The whole purpose behind your TikTok, from my understanding, was to humanize the badge. You've made multiple videos in uniform. Why was it you think you were terminated because of this one?
Well, I did police in a very liberal area. The mayor and city council members were very liberal, and when my LeBron James TikTok went viral and they caught wind of it, they weren't very appreciative of it. They didn't approve of it. They initially wanted to fire me then, but my then boss went to bat for me and was able to salvage my job, and I ended up with a week's suspension. But in between now and the time I was fired, I had heard that the mayor was sort of gunning for my job. He was sort of brainstorming ways that he could fire me and avoid any political blowback. And so I kind of anticipated that this was going to be the end result, and it wasn't surprising. But it is sad that, my political point of view has more bearing or effect on my job and the status of my employment than my actual ability to do police work.
And that's the thing. You've been an officer for 12 years. We have about 30 seconds left. What do you plan to do now, Nate?
Well, I'm going to continue creating content that sheds a positive light on law enforcement, pro-law enforcement content, because I still believe that that's an important mission of mine. Like you mentioned, my TikTok videos have been all about humanizing the badge, and I still plan to do that. I've got the book coming out in September, and I think there's still a lot of work to do as far as this fight against the anti-police rhetoric that is being pushed on us in this country. So that's my mission now, and I think it's probably the more important one at this point.
Unfortunately, all the time we have, Nate Sylvester, but from my understanding, you've got lots of support. You have a GoFundMe page with well over $500,000, which you're going to donate a portion of that to charity as well. So we thank you for joining us this morning and sharing your side of the story.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.